Oh shit, it's Big Cash, baby. And it's time to do a thank you video for you guys. First and foremost, I want to say thank you. Duh. But I definitely wanted to just kind of address a lot of stuff in this video as far as everything that's been going on with the channel, and I think the best way to showcase that is to just go into the actual channel. So we are now 3,400 strong, and this is a crazy accomplishment, and it's just been over so many things. If you guys I'm just gonna click on playlists and we can just see, I think these are all the playlists of every single game that I've ever played on the channel, to a certain degree, right? So we got Pokemon Sword and Shield. I know that game just got a DLC, but I would know I probably can't play it on the channel. 7 Deadly Sins, Epic 7, Exos Heroes, Legends of Runeterra, the Final Fantasy remake, which is been crazy, setting up my green screen and stuff like that. Shadowverse, Elune. Who remembers Elune? I do. Monster Hunter, which was very experimental for me trying to see if you guys wanted to see that. Knights Chronicles, can't forget about that. So as you can see here, the disparity of videos, some have a decent amount of videos, and then like as you see, Knights Chronicles has 197, and this was actually the most that I have, and it's kind of what grew up my channel a lot. Epic 7 later on became such a big thing for me. As you can see, 230 videos on that. We got 34 videos already of Exos Heroes, and it's just been growing and growing and growing. So you can kind of see like where my channel got most of its roots from. If I click back here on video, let's see. No, sorry, not videos, home. The home, popular videos, popular uploads, the videos that have gotten me the most views overall, and then you can see it's still pretty much dominated by Epic 7. 36,000 on this one video, this one guide. If you guys from Exos Heroes and you wonder like, why does he do guides, this is where it came from, and it just goes to show you. And the reason, big reason why I wanted to talk about this is that I've been consistent on certain things, and one thing that I like to do is guides and informative nonsense, except this video here where one of my friends donated to me a bunch of money to do a bunch of polls. But it's crazy, like you see this is like a year ago. So like if I showed you Epic 7 right now, 1 week ago we got 1,000 views on a video, that's nice. 2 weeks ago, 300, 469, 890, 938, and then of course here that's in a 519. So it doesn't have the same, oh, I'm like kind of blocking it. I feel like no matter where you put your webcam in these dark times, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't get the same hits as it used to. So, and I don't play the game as often as I used to. That's why you've seen a crazy decline. Like as you can see here, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. I'm making an Epic 7 video pretty much per week in comparison to 2 videos of Exos Heroes that I'm doing currently nowadays. I'm just trying to grow out the channel. I hope that people the reason why I mentioned all those other games, I know some of those other people don't really care. Like I'm pretty sure the Elune people pretty much know that they're not getting an Elune video. I do want to continue the Final Fantasy though. I will probably do it, instead of doing like 1 hour uploads, they'll probably be like 2 hours-esque. When I get back into it, maybe we'll just pick that up next month, and can we just say next month Final Fantasy? Okay, so you guys will see some of that. It won't be like I said, it will just be kind of like uploaded. I might even do all of it and then just finish the upload in that next month and just have it finished by next month. You guys don't have to worry about it. If you guys are interested, it will all be uploaded to the playlist, and of course I'll let you guys know. Next thing I wanted to talk about is just the spike. Look at this spike. This doesn't really show my like money or anything like that. It just shows the growth that we've gotten ever since June, ever since this game has come out. Look at that slope. That slope is ridiculous. As you can see, it goes up and down and up and down and around. And this is just by views. It's actually not really subscriber count or anything like that. You can already see the subscriber count. You can see the subscriber count if you click on it. It's the same info that I can get on pretty much any channel. This is Mega Mawai. I mentioned him before in certain videos. As you can see, his channel is doing pretty steadily, which is makes sense for a channel that's pretty much very well established and is, what do they call it? Staying the course? Staying the course. So his channel is just doing overall just really good. As you can see, pretty steady numbers here across. He just dropped a video 20 minutes ago already. That's why I can't wait to get to that point. 20 minutes, already 2,000 views, man. That's beautiful, 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 because I don't want to show my I'm still scared. My friend told me that I could actually show like how much money I made, but I just don't want to. It's technically always bad form because you never want to see show like how much money you're making, because it could be slightly different than someone else's and like, hey, what the fuck? And I just don't want to deal with that. But I'll just say that over the last, as you can see, like years or whatever like that, I've been making like cents on a video. And that means that the same amount of effort that I would put in a video, I would get cents out of it. Cents. Like I would make a video and it would be like, it would have like 1,000 views. It might have 1,000, might have 2,000 views, and that video will give me like 10 cents or 30 cents. It's like, if a video reached $1, I was like, wow, $1. And we persevered to that moment. And now I can comfortably say that some of those are now clearly getting $1, and some of those videos are getting even over $5. Some of those videos are getting over $10. And that is just how amazing the platform is for people that are consistent and people that keep up that growth. And if I were to find, I don't even know if I can find my oldest video. We're going deep, boys. You guys probably don't even know what these videos are. 2 years ago is when I first made this channel, and the first video that I did was what makes a game great, and insecurities. These videos, the channel actually started off about like me talking on topics that actually had nothing to do with specified games. I wanted to add gaming into it later, but I wanted it to be more like a discussion stuff. So that's where the kind of discussion tips and stuff, like half of these stuff has nothing to do with that. I used to have like a, I would ask a question in one video, and then the next video would be, hey, what do you guys think about what do you guys think about that? The next video would be me answering questions. And I used to beg people, beg people to do that. And now I'm losing my mind. Look how skinny I was, man. Holy shit, man. I really did. That's actually a big wake-up call. Big wake-up call for me. I realized a year ago I actually had lost a significant look. I was very thin. I gained weight, and I've always struggled with weight my entire life. Eventually what happened about a year ago, as you can see, I even did a video about suicide, death, and stuff like that. Kind of, I think around the time Etika had passed away, and used to cover anime. And eventually what happened is that this lovely game called Night Chronicles, and I got a video that had 500 views, and I lost my shit. I was like, yo, that's crazy. As you can see, none of these videos have gotten that much views. I mean, apparently some of the, not apparently, but some of these got a decent amount, close to going to 100, and even that was very exciting. We started to do the Rent-A-Guide, and that was like so big at that time. It was like, oh my god, I figured out how to beat this dungeon. Let me show other people how to beat the dungeon. That's all it came down to. And then it was like the summon videos and Rate the Super, which no one seems to care. You guys want to see a Rate the Super for Exos Heroes? Hashtag Rate the Super X and Rate the Super Exos Heroes, and I'll do it with all the supers, and we can either watch all of them or I'll give you like a top 5 or something like that. And this kind of spurred on from that. Then when the new characters drop, and the same thing that I kind of do, and it's crazy because it's the same shit that I do for Exos Heroes. It's just that it's a different community, and that's why when I say specifically that I'm really grateful for the community, is because it's not that I'm doing anything technically new. I have gotten better, as you can see the difference of these thumbnails and stuff like that. Like, look at this. This is my 29th birthday. I'm like babyface, 29th birthday, 30 views on that, and it's just nuts. So another thing that I wanted to show you guys is the actual craziness of the growth. So normally when I do a video like this, you celebrate. So 500 subs, road to 1K was a year ago. The old intro. You guys want to see the old intro? Oh shit. Always funky, man. Always funky. So this was December of 2018. So it's getting close to that being even 2 years ago. What's my outro? And this getup, this is when I work security. Look at, what the fuck, bro? What is that in the back? I always have a messy like closet. I know. What's my outro? Yeah, my outro was different. This is the old outro. Did I actually have my thing set up? Trash, where's your fucking setup, you ass? Oh no, I'm just kidding. So that was not that wild. So then you have 900 subs, Where's my 1K video? Or did I just get 1K and we're just like, fuck it? Even look, this is 300 subs, so we even celebrate 300 subs. Oh, and growing. Thanksgiving. When was this? Oh, I didn't want to press that button. November. So we went from November into December getting about 200. April of 2019. So it took 4 months in order to get 400 more subs, which I guess I think that that's pretty fair, honestly. I don't think that that's like any crazy thing of that nature or anything like that. Then eventually we hit 2,000. Now I think the reason why I might have skipped 1,000 and went to 2,000, I think it's because, yeah, no, not 9, but it's 10. So that's 6 months later, we got 2,000 subs. So I feel like we just skipped over. There's probably 1,000 video that I can't remember. So as you can see, what I'm about to say is like, look at that big ass gap. We reached 3K subscribers like pretty much within this month, and it's almost gonna go past 3,000 into 4,000 due to your guys' support. So why would you dislike me getting 2,000 subs, son of a bitch? And that's where we are today. We're doing so good. You know, right now it's a lot of Exos heroes, but it's mostly just, it's what I always do. If a community shows me love, I show love back to that community. Even though the Reddit usually is a whole trip and a fucking permission slip when you go on Reddit. But at the end of the day, I really do like the game currently, and we're gonna ride out the game and see how far we can go. And if that game starts to slow down or die out, we're gonna switch. And not that I won't add other games into it. Like I said, Pokemon just came out, the DLC. Will I add that to the channel? Probably not. But you know, maybe new games. Like there's so many games. Like as I covered the PlayStation PS5 reveal. There's a lot of games I was interested in there. I don't know if you guys would want to actually see full playthroughs. I might need to get to the point where I play those games off the stream, off video, finish them, and then upload them, and then maybe not have it as a daily thing, because it's already hard to do daily content, especially 2 videos a day minimum, possibly 3 videos at some days. It's really hard to do that. So you know, and especially in my current living situation, and maybe when I'm living on my own, it'd be a little bit easier because I won't have to worry too much about, you know, who's home, you know, did they just wake up, are they about to go to sleep, you know, things of that nature. I have to keep that in mind. I can't, you know, be like, oh my god, oh my goodness, super loud, and it's like, yo bro, I just worked 16-hour shift and I'm trying to sleep, and it's like, well, I just got home and I'm energized. So you know, you got to be very cautious about stuff like that when you're living with other people. You have to be respectful. You guys have no idea how hard it is sometimes to make sure that you got that time, you get that time in to put out the videos and edit them and make sure that it's actually kind of funny or has a good message or a good information or something like that. Do all that stuff and still get it out while still working a full-time job. So I want to get to the point where I'm doing this full-time and I'm also doing my other job full-time, because I like my job. I don't want to just necessarily quit it. The worst I would do is reduce my hours, but I don't want to really necessarily do that either. I want to be at that point where other people are at, where they just have multiple sources of income, where if my job for some reason just, you know, let's say the building just collapses or some dumb stuff, or you know, they decided that they don't need me anymore, you know, regardless of how good I think I do my job and regardless of how much I like those people, there's a possibility that that can always happen, because, you know, it's a job. Even though even YouTube can randomly just change up on me, and I wouldn't want to be so invested into YouTube that, you know, I quit everything and then I need that job back and then it's not there anymore. So I do think it's good to have multiple income, and I always thought that that is the best way to live, is to have multiple sources of income. Even if I was to purely do YouTube, like I went full-time YouTube, I would then start investing my money into something so I can have another multiple sources. Like I realized that that's how the rich stay rich, man. They don't let let themselves be limited to one source of income. And that's a little advice to you guys out there. Maybe once you start doing really good, start looking to put some of that extra money that you have right into something else. You start to see like everything happening. Like if I told you guys, like I said, like making cents per video from making dollars per video, then, you know, you see all these people, especially us in the gacha community, you start to see it's so easy for these whales. Yeah, I would say YouTube whales, because there's a difference between a YouTube whale versus a person that's just whaling without like trying to make any revenue off of it. They're getting that money right back. For a person like me, that's what I would do. I would just dump money into the game, and then I'll just let that grow out my channel, and then eventually the amount of money that I'm spending in that game will not be as high as what I'm getting from it. And that's why a lot of YouTubers in the gacha community, do that. It's the same technique that, sorry, my glasses are like super bothering me right now, but it's the same technique that people use in other games. That's why variety streamers always buy the newest game. Why? Because it's a cost to their production. They know that spending $65 on a game and their audience wants to see the new game, it's literally nothing, because they're gonna make that right back, especially of a game that has multiple parts. Even if you were to put, like, if you were to take, for example, my Final Fantasy series has 24 parts of it currently, and I haven't even finished it. If that was making $10 or I mean, I think even if it was $5, if I can quickly do the math, that already makes that right back. Even if it's $5 per video per part inside that thing, that's actually worth it. It's crazy, right? And so why wouldn't they buy those games? Why wouldn't they, same thing in the gacha game, why wouldn't they whale? Because if you're gonna eventually make that back and people get to see cool shit, I would love to. I've always said this time and time again, I would love to whale in a game, because you get to show people shit that they won't really be able to do for themselves because they're on a budget. So that's why I've always wanted, like, it's great to be rich. What a surprise. But it's really crazy, because that's what I want to do. I want to get to the point where I want to show you the next new game that's coming out. I want to show you the cool things that you can do with these units when they're fully built with the best gear ever. I want to get to that point, but it's going to take a while. And this video, specifically, just so you guys know, next time we hit 4K, I'm going to do another Q&A. I think I did a Q&A for maybe 1,000. I completely remember doing a question and answer. So next time we hit 4K, we're so close to it. Obviously, the people that are watching this video probably already subscribed to me, but hey, you know, like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I gotta get used to saying it, and that's why I've been getting it, because you gotta ask for it. People don't just automatically want to give it to you. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Go out there and educate yourself. Same way that I produce these videos so you guys can educate yourself on the games that I'm covering. Go out there and do that for the world. You can save a life by just being educated. You can save your own life by just being educated. And the more you know, knowledge is truly power. And one last thing is that every day at the Casino is your lucky day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.